Do you know that the heart of sin is the greatest enemy of God? On this video, I'm going to make you understand what the power of sin does to you whenever you sin against God. God bless you, child of God. You need to understand that when we are talking about the power of sin, this is the atmosphere that brings a man down before the eyes of God. Talking about sin, this is the most dangerous act which every child of God must stay away from as a believer. Because sin is not the property of a believer or a child of God. This is the atmosphere in which the devil used to convince the children of God in order for them to be destroyed by God. This act can cause God to devour a man within the blink of an eye. That is why you need to avoid sin and stay away from it. There is a story of a man in the Bible that go against the law of God by dwelling in the circle of sin, in order by consulting other god, which is called Baal-zebul, from the land of the Philistines. And this caused the wrath of God to fall upon the man. Who is that man? We are talking about the story of Ahabziah. The Bible speaks in the book of 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 4. It says, and Ahabziah fell down from his lattice of his upper chamber that was in Samaria, and he sent this messenger. He said, go, inquire of Baal-zebul, the god of Ekron, if I shall recover from this disease. And the Bible said, but the angel of the Lord said to Elijah, arise and go meet the messenger of the king, and said unto them, is it because there is no God in Israel? That's why you go and seek for Baal-zebul, the god of the Philistines, the god of Ekron. He said, therefore ye shall not come out from that sick bed, but ye shall die. And Elijah went ahead, he met the messenger, and he told them these things that the Spirit of the Lord said to him. He said, is it because there is no God in Israel? That's why you go and seek for Baal-zebul, the god of the Philistines. Therefore ye shall not come down from that sick bed, but ye shall die. And the verse 17 says, so he died according to the word of the Lord that was spoken by Elijah. What I want to make you understand is that the Lord ended the life of the king Ahabziah in the book of 2 Kings, which we just read. Because why the Lord ended the life of the king? Because he went ahead to dwell in the circle of sin. That's what the power of sin can do. Whenever you're dwelling in the circle of sin, you're making God to hate you. You're making God to dislike you. You're making God to pour his wrath, his punishment on you. So the life of the king be ended because he went ahead, he crossed the boundary, the law of God, he crossed the rule of God. This can happen to anyone who also takes the same step as that of the king in the Bible, Ahabziah. Because God is the same yesterday, today, now, forevermore. He never changed. Number one thing that happens whenever you sin, before you sin, remember that sin is the element in which the devil used to convince the children of God in order for them to go against the law of God, that which will cause their destruction by God. Jeremiah 13 verse 17, he said, but if ye will not hear it, my soul shall weep for a secret place for your pride, and my eyes shall weep so and run down with tears, because the Lord's flock is carried away captive. Now this is Jeremiah crying, weeping for his people, because the wrath of God is about to fall upon his people. When you look at Jeremiah 14 verse 2, the Bible said that the word of the Lord came unto Jeremiah concerning the death of Judah. The people were mourning because Jerusalem is gone. Do you know that God once said to Jeremiah, he said, Jeremiah, stop praying for these people, for I will not answer your prayer. So before you sin, you need to understand this. So this act can pull the anger of God to the destruction of man. The second thing that happens whenever you sin, remember it is impossible to serve two masters. Whenever you sin, it's a significant sign that you are glorifying the devil, you are glorifying Satan, and you are keeping God aside. That's the second thing that happens whenever you sin. And the third thing that happens whenever you sin, Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1, cry alas, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. What the Bible is telling us is that the more you are sinning, the more you are finding it difficult to receive answer in your place of prayer. Isaiah 59 verse 1, it said, behold, the Lord's hand is not short hand that it cannot save, neither is he heavy that it cannot hear you. It is your iniquity that has separated you between you and your God, that it cannot hear you. So you need to understand that the power of sin have the utterance to separate you between you and your God in order to keep you in the bondage of darkness. And this is why whenever you want to pray, your first request is to cry for forgiveness, that Father, show me mercy. Because this can hinder your prayer for the heavens not to open to receive your prayers. So these are the basic three things that you need to know in order for you to depart from sin. God bless you, child of God. I believe this message touched somewhere in your life. What do you learn on this video? Leave it on the comment section. Subscribe to this channel. God bless you.